Hi everyone, I'm Natasha St. Michael from Inspire Beauty, and today I'm going to be doing a review of a bunch of skincare and natural beauty products that were released last year. So these are all new products that came out in 2020 that I've been using, I would say, for the past 6 to 8 months at least. Most of the products I'm almost finished. There's actually one I did finish and I even repurchased. I loved it so much. All the products I'm reviewing today are great. They're outstanding and I'm excited to share them with you. In this review, I'm going to be reviewing Lee's Soothing Cleanser, Annmarie Skin Care, Restorative Cleansing Oil, 2 products from Living Libations, the Neroli Glow Polishing Cream Cleanser, Open Sky Sheer Serum, Josh Rosebrook Daily Acid Toner, Suntegrity Skincare, the Pressed Mineral Powder Compact SPF 50. Just want to let you know that on today's blog post that goes with this video, I've done a written review of all these products as well. So I'll put a link below to check that out. So let's start with Lee's Soothing Cleanser. This is a mild moisturizing daily cleanser that is formulated with Roman chamomile and Rosa damascena to target redness and sensitivity. It's suitable for all skin types, but especially good for sensitive skin. Now, this is a gel cleanser. How this works is you would dampen your skin, you would apply the cleanser to your skin, and it would work up into a very soft lather, and then you would rinse it off with water. It rinses off clean, it doesn't leave any residue on the skin. And compared to Lee's other cleansers, her brightening cleanser and the purifying face wash, the soothing cleanser is the most mild out of them all. So let's say you have dry skin, or you have maturing skin, or sensitive skin, or even you have normal skin, but you just prefer a very mild, gentle cleanser. This one would be the one. So for me, the biggest standout benefit from using this cleanser is how soft and smooth this cleanser makes your skin. And I noticed this the first time I used it. I was just like, wow, my skin feels soft. It looks good. It's glowing. And the more you cleanse with this, the softer and smoother your skin becomes. It reminds me of this similar sort of results you get from using a facial scrub, but this doesn't have any texture, any grains in it, nothing. This is like a soft, mild gel cleanser, but it's formulated with polyhydroxy acids, and polyhydroxy acids are exfoliating acid that is a lot more gentle than alpha hydroxy acid. So a lot of times when people think of exfoliating acids, they think of like glycolic acid or lactic acid or salicylic acid, and they're thinking of very strong acids that can cause dryness and sensitivity. Whereas with the soothing cleanser, this is formulated with polyhydroxy acids, which is a lot more gentle, it's hydrating, and it's even tolerated by the most sensitive skin. So you can use this twice a day, you can use it around your eyes. It's not gonna ever dry out your skin or irritate it or cause any kind of redness or sensitivity. And what it'll do is it will ever so gently start loosening up and dissolving the buildup off the surface of your skin. And so the more you use it, the more it's getting rid of the dead skin cells that are building up on your skin, the sebum, all of that, and start revealing more healthy, smoother, glowing, hydrated skin. And yeah, so for me, this was a big benefit from using this. So I highly recommend this for someone that, let's say, has dry skin, because this will help to get rid of that buildup that's blocking your skin from absorbing moisture. So you'll notice that your moisturizer, your serums, your skincare products absorb a lot better. This is also really good for someone that has maturing skin, that has fine lines, wrinkles. It'll help to soften that out a bit and make your skin look a lot more youthful, glowing, radiant, smooth. Someone too that wants to have more of a minimal skincare routine. This is fantastic because it's basically combining your cleanser with your exfoliant. So it's like an all-in-one kind of product, and you can then just, moisturize and use sunscreen and you're good. So someone that really just wants to keep things easy but want to have nice skin, this is a great product. And for sensitive skin, this is totally fine to use twice a day, not a problem. So next we have Annmarie Skin Care Restorative Cleansing Oil. I was so excited when they came out with this, because if you've been following my blog over the years, you probably know I'm a huge fan of Annmarie Skin Care. They're moisturizing facial oils. So my favorite has always been the herbal facial oil for normal combination skin. My skin is actually more leans dry, and I find a lot of times facial oils don't really moisturize my skin. A lot of times I have to use a moisturizer or a cream, something on top of it to really give my skin the moisture it needs. But with Annamarie's facial oils, these are truly moisturizing. I don't need to put anything else on top. They work on their own and they work amazing. So when they came out with the Restorative Cleansing Oil, I was like, yes, I know that this is going to be moisturizing. But what makes this unique is that it's also formulated to balance and strengthen the skin, and it's clarifying. And I know so many people that have dry skin or combination skin that leans dry. It's also prone to breakouts, right? They get like pimples, acne, congested skin, and it's really hard to find a cleanser, right? Because when you've got dry skin, you need a richer cleanser, you need a moisturizing cleanser. But a lot of rich moisturizing cleansers also clog up people's skin. But if you go in the opposite direction of getting a clarifying cleanser, it will dry out your already dry skin. And so I just know for so many people that really struggle with dryness and also having skin prone to acne or pimples and clogged pores, is that it's hard to find a cleanser. And this solves it, basically. So the base carrier oils in this is jojoba oil and castor oil. And the clarifying ingredients is manuka oil and a touch of tea tree oil. And manuka oil and tea tree oil are known to have very, very strong antibacterial properties, antimicrobial. They really help to prevent breakouts, but at the same time, they're also very anti-inflammatory and very soothing. So they also help with the wound healing. So when you got breakouts, it helps to speed up the healing of them, and it also helps to prevent future breakouts and prevent congested skin. And this also has citrus essential oils, which is also very brightening. You'll see when you use this, this really brightens the skin. And with the citrus oils is that they help to fade acne marks and hyperpigmentation and even sunspots. So it makes your skin more brighter, more even skin tone, everything. This is a beautiful, beautiful cleanser. If you look at the instructions, there's different ways you can use it. You can basically use it as a single cleanse where you're washing your face once with the oil. As you would apply it to dry skin, you work it into your skin and remove it with a damp washcloth. Or you can use it as a first step in double cleansing. And this is something you normally do at night. And what that involves is applying the oil to your skin, removing it with the damp washcloth, but then following it for a second cleanse with a gel cleanser. And the gel cleanser will just give your skin a deeper cleanse and remove any residual oils from the oil cleanser. So I've used this both ways, and I find this is one of these products that it really depends on your skin type and your skin goals, what's going to work better for you. So for example, if you've got really, really, really dry skin, or you're looking for a product that's really going to brighten your skin and help fade acne marks and sunspots, I would use this on its own. I wouldn't follow it with another cleanser, because the residual oils are really going to help to moisturize your skin, and it's ultra brightening. The longer those residual oils are on your skin, the brighter your skin becomes. But if you have sensitive skin, I would recommend using this as a first cleanse and following with a gel cleanser. It'll still be moisturizing. I was actually quite surprised that even if I removed the residual oils from my skin with a gel cleanser, it still moisturized my skin. And I found it protected my skin from the gel cleanser, making it less harsh. So for someone with sensitive skin, the one thing about this cleansing oil, it has a strong scent from the manuka oil, from the essential oils. And so if your eyes are sensitive to scent, or your skin is sensitive to scent, you don't want those residual oils sitting on your skin. So you're better off following it with a gel cleanser to remove it all. Next, we've got two products from Living Libations, and we're going to start with the Neroli Glow Polishing Cream Cleanser. This is a micro exfoliant. It's a physical scrub that polishes off all the buildup of dirt and grime and dead skin cells and flakes and all the stuff off your skin. It ever so gently polishes it off. And what's nice about this cleanser is that the base of it is a cream cleanser. It's kind of a cream to milk cleanser. So when you apply it to damp skin and apply it in a light circular motion, the cleanser turns into sort of like a milk cleanser that moisturizes and hydrates your skin as it polishes it. And the exfoliating grains are made out of silica. They're bamboo-derived silica, and they're extremely fine. I actually find them to be slightly fibrous. So they're not sharp, they're not chunky, they're not going to like rip up your skin like a lot of scrubs do. This is super, super fine. So it really gives your skin a really nice polish. And I find this extremely good for someone that's got dry skin. If you have combination skin that leans more dry, if you have skin that is dull or textured, you want to smooth out the lines or the bumps, things like that, excellent. So I have skin that is more sensitive and leaning more dry, maturing, and I found I had no problem using this once or twice a week. I never felt too harsh or abrasive or anything, and in fact it's quite nourishing and softening and just always makes my skin like soft and smooth and glowy. How I liked using this is with a facial mask. I like sort of like the at-home sort of like facial treatment where I'd use the Neroli Glow Polishing Cleanser to first just polish my skin and remove the grime and the buildup, and then follow it with a mask that can more deeply cleanse my skin. I found it was just really complements facial masks beautifully, and it's just overall it's kind of like if you need like a quick pick-me-up with your skin, this is it. Great cleanser. And I just loved how it's polishing your skin at the same time it's moisturizing and nourishing it and always leaving it like soft and supple. Now, if you've got more, I would say like robust, stronger skin, younger skin, you could probably use this almost every day. It's really like the grains are super, super fine. So it just depends just how resilient your skin is. For me, normally I don't tolerate scrubs, but this one I had no problem using. Now, if you've got oily skin, I actually recommend using Living Libations Royal Rose Honey Mask as a facial scrub instead of using the Neroli Glow. Mainly because when you have oily skin, you're better off using something that's a little bit more clarifying and balancing sebum production, right? And this has clays, it's got honey in it, so it's hydrating. The clays really help to purify the skin, and then this too has an exfoliating texture. So you can use this as a scrub, or you can even use it as a mask. But I would say for oily skin, I would recommend this instead of the Neroli Glow, mainly because the Neroli Glow has that milk cleanser base, that creamy, nourishing, and it just might be too creamy and too nourishing for oily skin. So next we've got Living Libations. We got the Open Sky Sheer Serum, and this was my first bottle. I finished it. I loved it so much. I bought a second bottle, much larger. I love this. This, I would say, to date is one of my favorite Living Libations products. I didn't know what to expect when this came out. I didn't know what it was, what it would do, or what to expect. And basically what this is it's an ultra lightweight hydrating serum that makes your skin super like silky soft and dewy. And it has a way of delivering hydration into your skin, but sealing it in. So basically it's made with hydrating hydrosols that hydrate your skin, but it's got a touch of shea butter and a few nourishing oils that leave an ultra lightweight sort of film on the skin that seal in that moisture. So unlike when you're using, let's say, like a mist or a toner or an essence that you apply the hydrating fluid on your skin, but then it evaporates, this actually gets applied to the skin, it absorbs, and then it's sealed in by that touch of shea butter, but not too much. It's super ultra lightweight, and you don't even realize it's in it until after you apply it on your skin and you feel your skin and you're like, wow, my skin feels like baby soft. I mean, it's just amazing. And I love that it has the cooling botanicals in it. So it's got comfrey, peppermint, blue tansy. So all of this calms your skin, especially like if you're prone to like sensitivity or redness. Even for me, I have melasma that gets triggered by inflammation. And this really helps to just cool everything down, and my skin tone just becomes like super even, nice and bright, and just calm. And I just, it's so nice. So how you would use the Open Sky Sheer Serum is applying it to clean skin. So after you wash your face, you would apply, I would say, half a dropper full of the product to clean skin. Now, if you were using like a facial oil, normally people use 2-3 drops, sometimes 4 or 5 drops of oil, but this you need a lot more because it's non-oil, it's a water-based product, and you'd allow it to absorb into the skin, and then you would just follow it with your moisturizer or facial oil. If you have oily skin, you can actually get away with just using Open Sky Sheer Serum. You might not even need a moisturizer or anything on top, because basically what it's doing is hydrating your skin and it's sealing it in with a little bit of nourishing butters and oils. So It really just depends. And I would say, especially too, in the summer weather, you could actually get away with using this on its own. But let's say you've got normal, dry, combination skin, you might want to use a facial oil or moisturizer on top. Now, one thing I am going to mention is that I found the essential oils in this product not to necessarily be strong on my skin on its own, but once I mixed it with other products with a lot of essential oils, then the combination became a little bit too strong. So I found I had to be a little bit careful. What am I going to use this with? And I would recommend, because it has that cooling effect on your skin, that this is something that is nice to be paired with something that's plain, you know, so using like a plain facial oil, like a jojoba oil or a squalane facial oil, something like that, or an essential oil-free moisturizer. There are a few things that I did find that worked really nicely. I would say that for me, the biggest standout was actually using an Indie Lee product with the Living Libations Open Sky Sheer. This is Indie Lee's Daily Vitamin Infusion, and this is an oil-based serum that has ceramides in it and vitamin C. And I found when I used the Open Sky Sheer serum and then I used a few drops of this on top, it made my skin look like glass, just super even skin tone, bright, and just a beautiful sheen to the skin without looking like oily or greasy, but just glowy. That I loved. And I also really liked using Open Sky Sheer Serum with Living Libations, their Sun Dew Vitamin D Cream. These two work beautifully together, especially if you've got drier skin. This is a great moisturizer, and I found it paired really, really well with Open Sky Sheer Serum. Next we got Josh Rosebrook Daily Acid Toner, and this is an exfoliating, brightening, and hydrating facial toner that is gentle enough to use every day or every other day. And basically what this is it's a facial toner that's formulated with exfoliating acids like pyruvic acid, glycolic acid, malic acid, and citric acid. And all these exfoliating acids ever so gently dissolve the buildup off the surface of your skin, revealing newer skin, brighter skin, softer, smoother skin, more youthful and luminous skin. This is also ultra brightening, like super brightening. So if you have dull skin, this is something to try because it really makes your skin radiant and bright and just clear. It really helps to even out skin tone. I would also say too, this is really good for fading any kind of surface hyperpigmentation like sun damage, sunspots, any kind of marks or discoloration from previous breakouts or pimples. This will help to fade all those imperfections that are on the surface of your skin. This is also extremely hydrating. So it's made with a bunch of humectants like aloe vera and red and brown algae that help to draw moisture to the skin. So it also leaves your skin hydrated and dewy and soft and supple. So for me, the big standout with this product is how gentle it is. So I am one of these people that cannot tolerate acid toners and acid serums. Any product that has exfoliating acids that sits on my skin like overnight, like in a toner or serum, it usually makes my skin extremely red and irritated and raw and just achy. And this is so gentle. This, like, I had no problem using like every day, absolutely no problem. I do recommend though, like when you first start using this, start with just using it like once or twice a week and work your way up to using it every day. But it is extremely gentle that even someone with sensitive skin, even someone that normally doesn't tolerate using any kind of AHAs, this is really good. And the benefits of this is just, it makes your skin over time very like soft and smooth and radiant and bright and much more supple and hydrated. It's a gorgeous product. So next we have Suntegrity Skincare, the pressed mineral powder compact SPF 50 broad spectrum sun protection. Basically this is a mineral powder sunscreen, and this makes reapplying sunscreen so much easier. So I know a lot of people struggle with reapplying sunscreen. It's easy to apply sunscreen in the morning, but throughout the day or on top of makeup, it's a lot more difficult, and especially with like sunscreen creams and lotions, things like that. So using a powder is much easier. Suntegrity pressed mineral powder comes in a compact, and inside the compact is a built-in mirror. Here's the powder pan. The powder pan is actually refillable. So whenever you finish your powder, you would just take the pan out of the compact, keep the compact, and you can just repurchase a refill. and you would insert the powder refill back into the compact. It's held into it by a magnet so it doesn't fall out. And underneath the powder pan is a compartment where the powder puff is stored. And this powder puff, it comes with the compact. And this is what you use to apply the powder all over your face. And you can buy additional powder puffs as well if you like to routinely clean your powder puffs or replace one that's getting old. There's so many things about this powder that I find to be really unique and really sets it apart from other sunscreen powders available. So the first thing is that the powder is actually made only with 4 ingredients. The active ingredient is 25% zinc oxide. Since it's only 4 ingredients, the likelihood of getting clogged pores, breakouts, sensitivity, all that is very minimal. I know for a lot of my coaching clients and a lot of my customers that have acne-prone skin or sensitive skin, they're so thrilled with this powder. They're like, finally, something that doesn't clog up their skin and is just super easy to use. One thing with the powder is it's not a matte powder. I would say the finish is more like a semi-matte. Your skin is actually still left a little bit dewy and a little bit luminous. It's not this flat, chalky kind of powder at all. I was actually quite surprised by that. I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting more to be more matte, and I was happy that it wasn't. And I find makes it more suitable for all skin types, especially someone that has dry skin or maturing skin or a lot of skin texture. You don't want something too chalky or too matte because it ages you and it makes your skin look really dry, right? It emphasizes dryness. So this is not super matte. It absorbs excess shine and excess oil, but not overly so. And it also helps to blur imperfections. It helps to blur like enlarged pores. And if you have texture, fine lines, all that, it'll give it sort of that soft focused look. Now, with applying the powder, I don't recommend using a powder brush. So a lot of times people ask me, can you use a brush? And I say no if you're using this for sun protection. If you're using this as just like a finishing powder and you want like a light dusting of powder on your skin, then by all means you can use a brush. But if you're actually using this for sun protection, the brush is only going to apply very light dusting of powder and not enough to actually cover your skin and fully add a layer of the powder to block the UVA and the UVB rays. It's like you really don't have much control how much powder you're getting on your skin, and if you're getting good coverage of the powder with a brush. So instead, I recommend using the powder puff that comes with the compact. This is what's going to really apply the powder properly on your skin for sun protection. So basically, one thing I recommend is that the powder is actually very firmly pressed. So I find the easy way to actually get the powder off the pan and onto the puff is to actually rub it with a circular motion, the puff, on the powder, and then you're going to press the powder into your skin. You don't want to sweep it, you want to press it so it adheres to your skin and also it gets into the grooves and all the tiny crevices and everything. And you're going to just fully apply it all over your face. You can also use Suntegrity Velvet Sponge, and this works just as well as the powder puff to apply the powder to your skin. And you use the sponge, the velvet sponge, dry. You don't wet it. And I find for someone that has dry skin or maturing skin, this one actually works a little bit better with just really getting into sort of the crevices and stuff so that it doesn't emphasize texture, it doesn't emphasize dryness, and it really just smooths out everything. I would say the difference between the puff and the sponge, it's a slight difference, but if someone is really struggling with dryness and stuff, I would say try out the sponge. I would say though, if you have oily skin, the puff works really good for that because it picks up a lot of product and it's able to absorb that excess oils that's sitting on the surface of the skin. So this concludes my clean beauty review of products that were released in 2020. Hope you enjoyed my review. If you want to read more, go and check out today's blog post at my website, inspirebeautyshop.com. I have full written review of each product, and I go even more in depth of my experience and impressions using the products and what I liked or didn't like, and different tips tips and tricks to using each product. So if there's a product in particular that you're interested in, go and check out today's blog post. I'll put a link below to that. And I'm wishing everyone a fabulous day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.